Hello everyone, welcome to today's analysis of the NQ and a little bit of related markets. It is, what day is it? Thursday the 6th of February. I've been away for a while, I was sick, and I had my scheduled breaks, but I'm back. It's going to be kind of hard to recap everything they did. I actually kind of forget where I left off. We had a big gap down, came into external structure, had this recovery up. I remember some dancing around here. Yeah, you can go back on the server to look at the trades that I took. I had some pretty good calls. I remember saying that this all looked like something that could get eaten. They ate it up. This recovery was pretty nice recovery, and now we're back up here at the top of it all. Overall, the structure that we've made on this recovery up is looking even worse than this, honestly. Overall, it feels like we're in some kind of distribution. But there are signs of accumulation at the lows here. This range is just atrocious. It's so messy. We still got this glaring 12-hour OB up here above all these highs. They can come for that. But I'm very, very cautious of what the meaning of this range is and what implications it has for the greater market. I've been talking for ages about this zone down here. And it's just haunting. Like, this is where everything started. It wasn't this inauguration push. It was this. Well, I mean, it all started with this tiny little grab here. But everything we're in is related to here. It traces back to here. So, they can definitely come in here. They can even take this low and come into here. And it's just looking very inviting. But right now, they're doing their best to stay up here. So, yeah. So we had some breaks of structure. We had some liquidity taken here. I remember these were equal lows here. Front ran some little zones that I was looking at. Then had a lot of internal work around here. This is where our pull, our nice pull is, and that's why I have my liquidity here. I think swing failing into this zone would be a good sign for continuation, though we can come down into this block, this huge vector block with the duck leg looking lows here. These weren't even an SMT. This one was a real head scratcher for me. But yeah, they got enough liquidity to move up. So this was a valid break of structure. I'd like to come back into this zone. Bigger time frame areas. I like this zone here. 21, 380 or so. Then we had this big push down, manufacturing liquidity to get us up to here. Now, above us, we don't have many more liquidity targets except a very, very tight swing fail of this structure, which would be possible, of course. They love coming into these tiny little liquidity pools and then bringing it back down. But I wouldn't bank any shorts on it because, they could easily pop it up into this zone. Easily. But for now, we came into a fair value gap, which UK seems to be reacting off. We have such gaping liquidity here. This is our local pull. I'm in a short at the moment, as you can see. The market's very erratic at the moment. There's definitely a chance they just say to hell with it and then push towards this daily VWAP up here at 21,880. There's definitely a chance. It's kind of a big gap in volume and price, and we have vector recovery up here, so there is a chance they do that. But based on the structure that's evolving here, I see uh, I, I do see us having a pullback into structure before continuing that push up. And we're getting just really interesting signs up here. And price is very erratic, but to me, especially with the models that they seem to be following, it makes sense for them to pull back, and I think they might do it from here. So I'm in a short. Small position. Market is crazy at the moment, and I got in a bit early just because we hit a little for value gap, and there's a chance we come back up and hit a little point of control here that I've marked. But yeah, I'm just small position. Small position. We do have Japan's high still there, but when they have this kind of tapping into liquidity, giving very strong reactions and breaking structure and stuff, this could be something that a US Fed news push takes out, right? It could be. We also had an SMT with the ES on all of these highs. So that's something to note as well. Very edible looking down here. I wouldn't mind a swing fail of these lows, but we can't come lower. A deep push would be to 21,600 or so. We have past daily VWAP around here, the middle band. We also have a nice kind of breaker zone here with an OB and a high volume node. So coming back into this, I marked that as a high volume node actually. Coming back into here would be interesting. Swing failing these entire lows, and yeah, filling some gaps while we're at it. I could see that definitely balancing out a bit. This price action it's just so stretched. I'm gonna be honest. Money flow is a bit iffy up here. This short could get obliterated just based on the fact of how difficult money flow is being at the moment. We got a div between this and the 30-minute. Money flow did come up, but as it came up, the last high was still technically diverging from this high when it got printed. Then we got internal absorption signs. But my God, it's tricky. It's tricky at the moment. And I'm taking my shot here because it's what my TA is currently lending itself towards. But it is tricky, this is a very spaced div. Money flow was diverging, but significant div on this. We didn't take liquidity here. We took very internal. But it's tricky. Look, it's tricky up here. I'm going to see what they do. Maybe in an hour or so. It's definitely the kind of PA where they could just spin it around and chop up and down and actually not go anywhere. But I do see with the structure they've made here, the way they've brought it out, swing failing these lows to continue up is what makes a lot of sense to me. We are also at an anchored bearish VWAP, and we seem to be distributing above it, which is a nice sign for the short. We've stacked VWAPs down here, but I mean they could bring it back down to here. They could, they can bring it all the way back down into here, down to 21,200, but maybe not today. Yeah. So look, we're in relative supply. My last area of something that I like to take a short off, besides playing with this tiny pull here, is this fair value gap that we've messed with. We do have reasons to come up. Anchored VWAP upper band and past daily VWAP up at 21,900. But as I said, coming up to there would be, it'd be very, very careful, very careful. So, yeah, the thing about this drop is we didn't have many structural points to play with, and we had to kind of fabricate them. And by what I mean by that is we didn't have many peaks and washes to call breaks of structure. And normally when that happens, this kind of push up inside of this push down, it's kind of free floating. And you're really looking for strength, like strong liquidity grabs to create that structure. And the last one I see is this and kind of this. But honestly, I'm not sold on this push. Not sold. Doesn't mean we can't push all the way up. And if we did that, swing failed here, and then started making structure, like I think that could be the one that brings us all the way down. But anyway, getting a bit ahead of ourselves. Yeah. So these are my mid time frame levels. These are my little liquidity areas. These are my pulls. There's some more down here, but yeah, this is what I'm looking at the moment. This short is, I'm confident enough in it, but with the way price is moving, I wouldn't be surprised if they just pulled some crazy stuff and kept pushing and expanding. So, that's the risk I'm taking today. And I might close it. I'll see. I might close it later. Yeah. So I will post my midterm time frame chart and my local charts into the server. And I hope it helps. Happy trading, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.